Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well. We're now at day 3 of 12 days of a West Ham Christmas, and this video is come about from a conversation I had with a mate of mine at work, Pete, who's a Leeds supporter but is about as Yorkshire as I am. We were talking about how things come in threes with West Ham, in more ways than one. Because obviously we won the FA Cup 3 times. We pretty much won cups in 64, 65, 66, if you count the World Cup. Because obviously the late Martin Peters, Bobby Moore, and the current Jeff Hurst, of course. And then obviously, of course, finishing third as well in the 85-86 season. So it kind of got me thinking along those sort of lines about threes, because we haven't really had a manager that's gone into his third season yet since Allardyce left. And not really some before that either, for that matter. I mean, Allardyce was the exception from one point of view, I guess, from in that line of thinking. So, but yeah, I kind of thought to myself, are we ever going to get to the third place in the table again, or maybe slightly higher? I really, really can't see it. As much as I would love to see West Ham in Europe, I mean, playing Champions League, playing the glamorous European clashes, winning FA Cups, winning the League Cup, pushing for a title promotion. I mean, why not? Ancelotti's trying to do that with Everton again. He's trying to get them back into the European places. And, obviously, we want to have a cup, because it's been literally 39 and 3/4 years, give or take, at least 39 and a half years since the day I was born, that we last won any silverware, if you discount the SBO Cup and the Betway Cup and the the playoff final as well, for that matter, if you discount those. So it kind of got me thinking, bearing in mind, especially reading over the last couple of days now, that Issa Diop is not only a target for Man United, but he's also a target for Spurs as well, for that matter, at £50 million. What is the likelihood that we're going to finish in the top 4 ever again? I know there's an argument to say that the 85-86 was a blip, because we didn't do well before or after that. But it only takes one season and one decent manager. You look at what Leicester are doing. Won the league under Ranieri, and now they're pushing Liverpool to the pip as well. Albeit as it stands at the minute, they're 10 points behind Liverpool. But we're only 18 games into the season. We're almost halfway. It can happen. Let all that needs to do is Man City, and Liverpool slip up for a couple of games, and Leicester are right on them. That's all it takes. All it takes. And that's what is heartbreaking about being a West Ham supporter at the moment, is that not seeing the unity that we expected to see with these new signings that have come in over the last couple of seasons now, not to see that unity that Leicester have got together. That's what we want. That's what we were, lack of a better way, that's what we were promised 5 years ago. And we've not got it since. Will we get this under the current owners? Absolutely not. They're more interested in making sure that their business ticks over rather than the club doing well. Two totally different things. Do I want us to go for an all-out for a push in the FA Cup in next week? From next week? Of course I do. 100%. I really wanted to go push, big push from January onwards for the FA Cup. Finish okay in the table and go for the FA Cup. Why not? I mean, we're football fans. That's what we want. We want to see good football. We want to see competition. We want to see attitude. We don't want to see, I should say, complacency from certain players, which I kind of hinted at in the Christmas message the other day. That's what we want as football supporters. We want our players to be playing well and to give us that love back, which unfortunately is really missing over the last few years. All right, things have got a bit extreme in certain guises with the protests at the Burnley game a couple of years ago, and people not being happy with us losing games when we should be winning. But I mean, I've done it myself. I was massively disappointed when we lost to Palace at home. earlier in the season. But at the same point, I do want us to be successful. That's why I go. That's why I'm support. That's why I do this channel. That's why I talk to you guys about West Ham as much as physically possible. That's why I go to all the home games and try and go to away games. But my points won't let me for a lot of things. So that's what a supporter does. That's what a fan does. But as I say, will we ever get to the top three again? Not in the current climate. Absolutely not. No way. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. How long do you feel it's going to take for us to get to being a team that's pushing for the top 6 or even the top 8 for that matter? Do you think it's going to happen under these owners? I don't think it will. I really don't. Will it take new owners to come in and do it? Who knows? We absolutely no idea. Will we get the right owners when the two Davids do eventually sell up? I'm sure they will. They've broken every other bloody promise so far. Saying, no, we're here for the long term. This is going to be passed over to our children. Well, you've broken every other statement you've ever said. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.